Have you felt more isolated than usual these past few days? A little withdrawn, or like the world is moving around you, but you're somewhere else entirely? This isn't random. It's not depression. It's not a disconnection. It's alignment. The final 3 days of May are charged with powerful energetic frequencies that many people subconsciously tune into. What you're experiencing is a spiritual signal, and isolation is often the first sign that your soul is preparing to receive something far greater than words can explain. During this short, powerful period, you might feel like stepping back from social obligations, becoming more reflective, or simply needing more alone time. These aren't mood swings, they're spiritual cues. Think of this isolation as a sacred cocoon. It's preparing you for a major energetic transformation that begins in June. So if you felt off lately, take a breath, because what's coming next is nothing short of profound. Energetic sensitivity. Energy doesn't need words. And in these final days of May, your energy field becomes extremely sensitive, almost like a finely tuned instrument. Being around people right now, especially in overstimulating environments, may disrupt the subtle downloads you're meant to receive. The universe is broadcasting something meant only for you. The noise of the world can drown it out. That's why solitude isn't just beneficial, it's essential. You might start seeing or feeling the number 999 during this time. That's not a coincidence. In spiritual numerology, 999 is a frequency code, an energetic alignment that signals closure, completion, and the opening of higher awareness. If you notice this number, take it as a cue. The universe is communicating directly with you. These aren't just vibes or signs, they're encoded transmissions. But to hear them, you have to turn down the volume of the outside world. Prelude to a shift. We often think stillness means nothing is happening. But energetically, stillness is the most fertile ground for transformation. These final days of May aren't an ending, they're the quiet before a powerful download. A spiritual transmission is coming, and if you rush through these days or distract yourself too much, you may miss the calibration your spirit needs. This isn't about doing more. It's about doing less, so you can feel more. June won't just be a new chapter, it will feel like divine orchestration. Events may unfold that seem pre-written by something higher, more intelligent than logic can explain. But here's the key, you don't need to figure any of it out right now. The spiritual instructions aren't written in words, they're absorbed through resonance. So instead of solving, just receive. Your job is not to predict, but to attune. The 3-day spiritual structure. Each day in this sacred window has its own spiritual focus. May 29th is the day of the mind. You may notice racing thoughts, old mental loops, or ideas that won't leave you alone. These aren't distractions, they're clues. They point to patterns in your consciousness that are ready to be rewritten. Instead of resisting these thoughts, sit with them. Listen. They're surfacing for a reason, because now is the moment they can be reprogrammed. May 30th shifts the focus to the body. You may feel strange sensations, unexpected fatigue, or waves of emotion flowing through your physical form. Don't dismiss this, it's your body calibrating. Let it guide you. Then on May 31st, the spirit takes center stage. Intuition peaks, synchronicities multiply, and subtle messages rise into awareness. But to receive them, you need to be still. Not mentally quiet, but spiritually present. This sequence, mind, body, spirit, is not random. It's a sacred alignment map. Importance of solitude. These are not ordinary days, they are ritual days. Treat them as sacred. You're crossing invisible thresholds, and each day brings a new frequency you're meant to integrate. In modern life, we often rush through transitions, but this is different. May 29th to 31st is a liminal zone, where silence becomes a sacred act. The more internal space you give yourself, the more profound the transformation will be. Sharing your insights too soon, before they've had time to root, can cause them to lose their potency. Sometimes the universe wants your revelations to marinate in silence before you speak them aloud. Don't be afraid to hold your truth privately for a while. These days aren't just about awareness, they're about gestation. Let what you're receiving incubate. The most powerful messages are born in the quiet. May 30th, the Heartbeat Day. May 30th is no ordinary day. It's the Heartbeat Day, a powerful calibration point that reflects your inner world back to you like a spiritual mirror. Whatever you're feeling on this day, amplify it. That's what the energy does. Emotional turbulence or physical discomfort. Don't panic. These aren't problems, they're feedback. Your energy field is pulsing, and what's rising is what's ready to be transmuted. This is a day to feel deeply, because what you experience is data from your soul. Let yourself cry, rest, laugh, or shake, whatever your body needs to process. Energy is moving, and May 30th magnifies it like a drumbeat that synchronizes your inner rhythm with the universe's tempo. Treat this day like a sacred ceremony. Journal, move, be in nature, but above all, listen. The wisdom your body holds on this day is beyond what your mind can access. Dream space and nighttime transmissions. Pay close attention to your dreams during these days. They're not symbolic puzzles to decode. They're direct transmissions. The veil between your waking and dream life is incredibly thin during this energetic portal. You may receive vivid dreams, recurring themes, or even fragmented visions that seem like pieces of a larger message. Don't dismiss them. They're not just dreams. They're downloads. Nighttime becomes a sacred classroom during this phase. As your conscious mind sleeps, your soul begins absorbing wisdom from higher realms. Keep a dream journal next to your bed. You may wake with thoughts, phrases, or images that feel oddly familiar. That's because they are. You're remembering something beyond this life. Something eternal. These dreams are fragments of your soul blueprint, resurfacing because the time is right to reconnect with them. The moth effect. Have you noticed certain thoughts, emotions, or people showing up again and again, like moths to a flame? That's no accident. What seems like obsession or rumination is actually frequency returning for resolution. This is the moth effect, the universe bringing back unresolved energies you're now strong enough to face. Instead of pushing them away, ask what they want to teach you. These repetitive patterns aren't traps, they're invitations. You're circling around old frequencies not because you're stuck, but because you're ready to integrate them at a higher level. Think of them like karmic loops that only unlock once you're fully present with them. This is soul growth in action. And if it feels intense, that's because it is, but it's also an opportunity to rewrite your internal code once and for all. The lost or hollow days concept. Many ancient civilizations recognized lost days between cycles, periods that didn't belong to the old or the new. May 29th to 31st are exactly that. These are spiritually hollow days, not in the sense of being empty, but open, permeable. The veil between dimensions is thinner, and your intuition becomes heightened. You might feel a strange sense of time distortion, like hours pass differently, or reality feels soft around the edges. These days aren't for productivity. They're for presence. In modern culture, we've forgotten the art of pausing between cycles. But these lost days are your chance to reconnect with the invisible world. It's a time to listen to silence, to rest without guilt, and to acknowledge the mystery. The wisdom of the unseen is louder now, if you're quiet enough to hear it. Activation of spiritual memory. Suddenly remembering places you've never visited? Having flashbacks of moments that didn't happen in this lifetime? That's spiritual memory activating. During this window, your soul begins unlocking ancient blueprints, traces of past lives, parallel timelines, and soul contracts you agreed to before this incarnation. This isn't fantasy, it's your multidimensional self waking up. You don't need to analyze these memories, just experience them. Let them wash over you like music from a forgotten language. These fragments are part of your spiritual DNA, and they hold guidance that's more intuitive than logical. Trust what emerges, even if it makes no sense. These soul memories are reactivating because June will ask you to live from that deeper layer of self-awareness. The empty chair phenomenon. Have you felt the presence of absence lately? Maybe there's an eerie sense that someone or something should be there, but isn't. This is what spiritual teachers call the empty chair phenomenon. It's not loneliness. It's preparation. This energetic emptiness is the universe clearing space, not taking something from you, but but making room for a new version of you or a new guide, relationship, or purpose to enter your field. If you rush to fill the void with distractions or surface connections, you might block what's truly meant to arrive. The feeling that something is missing is not a mistake, it's a message. The universe works through absence as powerfully as it does through presence. That vacant energetic seat in your life is not a flaw, it's an invitation. It could represent the upgraded version of you that's arriving. It might be the next phase of your soul's journey, or a relationship aligned with your future self. Resist the urge to fix the emptiness. Instead, honor it. The new energy can only arrive if you hold the space for it to land. Final reminder, this is a rehearsal for June. Here's your final reminder, these last 3 days of May are not the main event, they're the dress rehearsal. Think of them as a spiritual cue sheet, a subtle preview of what June will demand from you emotionally, spiritually, and energetically. If you ignore this rehearsal, you might feel overwhelmed or misaligned when the full energy shift hits. But if you use this time to tune in, ground yourself, and prepare your inner world, you'll move into June with clarity, grace, and activation. June isn't just a flip of the calendar, it's the switch that turns everything on. The alignments coming are massive, and they'll feel like divine choreography. Choices made in June could ripple through the rest of the year, so your frequency going into it matters. Treat May 29th to 31st like sacred training days. It's not about doing anything perfectly, it's about becoming energetically available. These days are the whisper before the thunder. The universe has already started speaking. Are you quiet enough to hear it?